Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you're watching TTV news with some latest events in the province. And now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, on July 10, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, Chairman of the National Committee on Digital Transformation, chaired a nationwide online conference to review the first 6 months of 2023 on national digital transformation and the governance project OSIC.
At the press point, there were the participation of Chairman Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc and representatives of relevant departments. Addressing the opening of the conference, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính emphasized that the conference needs to be objectively assessed and outline difficulties, limitations, and obstacles to come up with solutions in 2023, and 2023 must have the higher results than 2022. Digital transformation needs to go soon, go ahead, requiring urgency. According to a report at the conference about digital infrastructure, fixed broadcast network speeds reached for 92.31 megabits. Mobile broadcast network speeds reached for 47.27 megabytes. About digital government, 53 essential public services have been improved, and there are 3.6 million new accounts on the National Public Service portal with 6.8 million transactions. The online payment reached for 2.39 trillion. On the digital economy, the proportion of the digital economy in GDP in the first 6 months of 2023 reached for 14.96%, up to 21% in terms of digital society. Many localities have achieved digital payment rates even exceeding 100%. With TV Go application with 7 million monthly users, 1 million foreign users, and reaching 1.7 billion views. The implementation project has also achieved many positive results, such as providing more than 48 million electronic identification accounts for the people, exceeding the target assigned by the Prime Minister in Directive Number 5, 10 days before, completing the issuance of citizen identification for 100% of eligible citizens nationwide, maintaining population data to ensure the correct, sufficient, clean, and live. And at the conference of ministry, branches, and localities, they discuss and share experiences in implementing digital transformation and the task of the Project 6. Speaking at the conclusion of the sections, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính emphasized that digital transformation is an indispensable and objective requirement that need to be accelerated to overcome bottlenecks and make a further breakthroughs. There is no reason not to push forward, not to create a breakthrough, to have a central focus, to implement 4 priorities: database development, promoting online public services, digital platform development, ensure network security, and information safety. Project 6 is an important task, and it is necessary to mobilize the participation of the whole political system, the community, and the people and the businesses also in implementing it with a positive and proactive spirit, promoting the spirit of innovation, be creative, and dare to think, dare to do. And on the morning of July the 30th, the Economic Budget Board of the Provincial People's Council held a meeting to verify the content submitted to the upcoming 8th meeting of the Provincial People's Council. Ms. Nguyễn Thị Yến Mai, head of the Economic Budget Board, chaired the meeting. The Economic Budget Board has reviewed and commented on draft resolution approving investment policy for 3 projects. That is the project of operating and expanding DT 784C road with a total investment of 221 billion Vietnam dong. The project of operating the road connecting to Tân Nam International Border Gate with a total estimated investment of over 173 billion Vietnam dong, and the projects of renovation and embellishment of a number of items and works belonging to the Special National Historic Site of the Central Revolutionary Base of the Southern Department has a total estimated investment of over 65 billion Vietnam dong. The Department of Economic Budget Board evaluates the projects are built to ensure the complex procedures and documents according to regulations. The board also proposed the Provincial People's Committee to review and evaluate the ability to balance public investment capital from the local budgets, to implement appropriate projects. And at the meeting, the Economic Budget Board also agreed with a draft resolution approving the adjustment of investment policies with 3 other projects that were behind schedule in the direction of extending the time for the investor to have more time to complete the remaining workload.
At the ninth meeting of the Vietnam Farmland Wrong Committee of the province, term 2019-2024, Mr. Pham Huy Thai, standing Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, recognized and highly appreciated the result achieved in the first 6 months of the year of the Wrong Committee. At the same time, directing the key tasks of the Wrong work in the last 6 months of 2023.
The front should continue to promote the results achieved, focus on reviewing to carry out the tasks set out by the front work program, spreading propaganda widely among union members, and on straight of the people about the special election period and activities to celebrate the frontier issues, a call for patriotic emulation, attach propaganda to mobilize the people to actively respond to the patriotic emulation movements, set up achievements to celebrate the national revolution of the Front Association at all levels. Continuing to effectively carry out the mobilization of the whole people to unite to build new rural areas and civilized cities, bring into play the pivotal role of the front in mobilizing the people to perform socio-economic development tasks, campaigns, patriotic emulation movements to innovate and improve the quality and effectiveness of the campaign. Vietnamese people give priority to using Vietnamese goods. And Mr. Pham Huy Thai, standing Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee, also emphasized that the Province Vietnam Farmland Front Committee needs to perform well its role of advising the Party Committee, coordinating with the authorities to effectively implement campaigns, take care of policies of families, promptly support the poor and needy, and well implement the social welfare also. 16 enterprises with the typical products of the non-province are actively participating in the program connecting trade between suppliers in southern provinces and exporting enterprises and organizing trade promotion out into Ho Chi Minh City. The program took place from July the 12th to July the 16th of 2023 in Ho Chi Minh City by the Trade Promotion Department and the Ministry of Industry and Trade in collaboration with the Department of Industry and Trade, the Trade Promotion Center for Investment and Development of Vietnam, organized by provinces and cities of the southern Vietnam. The program attracts for trade export enterprises, suppliers, enterprises, and producers to display and produce and introduce typical products and products with the export potential of 18 provinces and cities in the region of the South, such as Ho Chi Minh City, Tây Ninh, Cần Thơ, Bình Dương, Bình Phước, Đồng Nai, Long An, Tiền Giang, Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu, etc., in which the non-province has 16 businesses and units that directly promote products to domestic consumers and international consumers. On July the 13th, the Department of Science and Technology of the non-province held the semi-final round of the competition Startup and Innovation in the non-province in 2022 and 2023. Launched in October, the organizing committee has received for 20 doses of ideas and projects in different fields. At the semi-final round, there are about 13 doses of ideas and projects that were eligible to continue competing. The projects in the fields of agriculture, tourism services, virtual reality technology, healthcare, culture, etc. have participated in presentations before the jury. And through the evaluation, there are many ideas and projects that have invested seriously with the high creativity, coherent and clear presentations. The jury also have many contributions for the authors to complete the ideas, explain the projects on the ability to plan, feasibility, call for capital, and find the market. And after the semi-final round, the jury will choose 7 ideas and projects to enter the final round of the contest in the near future. The contest of startup and innovation in the non-province is organized to attract the attention and support of the society and businesses for the good and potential startup ideas and projects. According to Mr. Nguyễn Xuân Hiền, director of the State Bank branch in the Ninh province, at present, although there are still many difficulties due to financial policies and interest rates of other countries, the economy has also sent out positive signals in controlling inflation, and the government is implementing rigorously and drastically effective policies. The State Bank has reduced some operating interest rates by 1%, creating measures for commercial banks to reduce the lending interest rates for businesses, and thereby reducing the borrowing costs, creating conditions for businesses to overcome difficulties and quickly recover, especially in the dynamic field of economy. Lower interest rates of commercial banks in the province follow the general trend and regularly review, simplified and shorten the appraisal process, procedures, and time to reduce the costs for customers, cost savings to reduce loan interest rates, and regularly deploy preferential credit programs and packages from the head office of interest rates for businesses and individuals. The State Bank of Vietnam only stipulates a ceiling on short-term lending interest rates in Vietnam Dong for loans in 5 priority sectors, including agriculture and rural development, exports, small and medium-sized enterprises, and industry supporting industry, and the high-tech application enterprises. And to prepare for the academic year of 2023 and 2024 from July the 10th to the 12th, 2023, the Department of Education and Training of the Ninh province cooperated with the Pedagogical University Publishing House and the Publication Investment Company Educational Equipment of Vietnam organized the introduction of field textbooks for the grade 8, the Cánh Diều book series. During the training days, staff and teachers of junior high school were employed by the author of the 8th grade textbooks, the Cánh Diều or the Kite series, introducing the main center of the book series and teaching methods. At the same time, share teaching experiences and discuss many issues in textbooks. In addition to direct training in the near future, the Department of Education and Training, in collaboration with the University of Pedagogy Publishing House, will continue to provide online training for staff and teachers of the secondary schools in the province.
Human Châu District Police said that their holding criminal suspect Nguyễn Đăng Thành, born in 1995, currently residing in Dầu Tiếng District, Bình Dương Province, to investigate and clarify the art of lending heavy interest.
Nguyễn Đăng Thành, born in 1995, living in Thanh Hóa City, Thanh Hóa Province, and currently residing in Dầu Tiếng District of Bình Dương Province. Previously, through the work of understanding and holding control the situation in Trung Mít Commune, Human Châu District, police caught the suspect Nguyễn Đăng Thành, born in 1995, living in Quảng Thành Ward, Thanh Hóa City, Thanh Hóa Province, has operated loan collection. And through initial work, Thành confessed, starting usually in the area of Trung Mít Commune from the beginning of March of 2023 until now, the total loan amount is about 185 million Vietnam dong, with an interest rate of 350% per year. The object's lend money to the borrower was from 2 to 10 million Vietnam dong, and until he was arrested, Thanh gave it to 12 people and making an illegal profit of over 40 million Vietnam dong. And currently, the district police are holding the criminal suspects for further investigation and clarification, and also handling in accordance with the law.
Ladies and gentlemen, TayNinhTV Forest Protection Department said that recently units in the area have continuously received many individuals of wild animals on a list of endangered, rare, and rare species and rarity protection. These individuals discovered or rescued by people.
And ladies and gentlemen, the Ninh Provincial Forest Protection Department said that recently the units in the area have continuously received many individuals of wild animals on the list of endangered, precious and rare species and prioritized protection, and these individuals discovered or rescued by the people. It is a picture macaque and that have been rescued by the Tayninh Forest Rangers and is waiting to be released back into the wild. Previously, on July 4, received information from the people and discovered that a fish monkey that strayed into a residential area and attacked many people. Rangers used anesthetic guns and successfully captured this monkey.
Thời gian gần đây thì
At the same time, the Forest Protection Department recently received an individual broadcast python weighing for 50 kilograms. This individual python has not been identified, and it crawled into people's house by itself and was caught by the fire prevention and rescue team of TayNinhTV Police and handed over to the forest ranger of handling according to the law of the revision of the law. And this individual's python weighs for 50 kilograms, is about 3 meters long and is listed in the list of endangered, preserved and rare species in Group 2B. And before that, on the July of 10, the people in Angton where TayNinhTV also discovered this python was cut up in the toilet, so it was reported to the professional agency. After receiving the wild animals that the people voluntarily hand over, the Forest Protection Department will take care of to nurture the wild animals to keep them healthy. After that, relevant procedures will be established, contacting forest owners to release into the wild, into the natural environment in accordance with the characteristics and the distribution of the species, and that in accordance with the living conditions of the wild animals. The Forest Protection Department said that from the beginning of 2023 up to now, the units have also received, raised and rescued a total of 43 individuals of forest animals, wild animals belonging to 15 species, in which there are many individual animals of forest animals on the list of endangered, preserved and rare species prioritized for protection.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.